Pankaj, Sip Rekha, Sip Bharatiyama, Sip Mrs. Michandani, Sip Yogini. You're welcome back after your Deepavali holidays. Sip Dasi, Sip Bliss, Sip Liko, Sip Eru, Sip Chidanand. I am just driving back from Kashmir. I've just landed. I hope we have a decent signal. And hopefully we will have a very interesting call today. And the subject is, why are seekers of enlightenment stuck on the journey? Why are seekers of enlightenment stuck? लोग अटक जाते हैं. क्यों? Why are seekers of enlightenment stuck on the journey? Who would like to try? Who's the first person who would like to try? I don't have any hands going up. Come on. Who is the champion? Who is the spiritual champion?
As the journey seems very difficult.
Who's saying this?
Rekha.
Rekha. Why do you say it's difficult? It's not difficult. You do not know what it is worth. You do not realize that this journey is a treasure. It is greater than any pleasure. It is like a 5-carat diamond, bigger than that. It is like a Kohinoor diamond. But you don't realize it.
And we lost you.
So, because you lost me?
Yeah, now you're back.
Okay, so I'm in the car. So please, whenever I go off, please remind me. Samatma. Samatma. Samatma.
Really, the journey, I mean, when we give 100% to it, we'll not get stuck. But the problem is we are not giving 100%. And plus, we are not making it the only priority. For us, it is the priority. But once we make it the only priority, we won't have a problem going forward.
Okay. Why are you not making it the only priority? Because you are stuck.
We are stuck.
So you understand that something is holding you back.
Yes.
Something is holding you back, and I call that Fevicol. You know Fevicol, you know? Fevicol, there's a good ad. That man sat on the Fevicol, he tried to get up, his pant got pulled. His pant tore. Because he was sitting on Fevicol, his pant got completely split apart. So we are getting stuck. And you said something else before you this priority. What did you say?
We are not giving 100% to it and not making the only priority.
What is stopping you from giving 100%? My question to you, you don't value the journey? You don't know the journey is very important? Do you not realize? See, enlightenment is the ultimate peak of happiness.
Yes.
Enlightenment is the greatest joy. I am telling you this not out of some lies, out of my own experience of 40 years. 25 years on the journey of achievement, 7 years on fulfillment, and 8 years on enlightenment. From my personal experience, I'm telling you that the journey of enlightenment is the most fulfilling journey. It is the most happiest journey. Then why are we not able to give it our full? Something you have to find out.
No, because even though I want to give it 100%, first of all, I have to make myself the priority. For me, still, I am not the priority. People around me are the priority. So once I make myself the priority, then I can give 100% to myself and 100% to the journey.
Why are you not making yourself the priority?
Because I have not totally detached. I have learned detached attachment, but still I get pulled back.
So am I telling you to kick out all the people of your life? Is that what I'm teaching you?
No, you have never told us that. It is not that in that way. I have learned how to be detached, do everything with detachment, but somewhere something there is something still a small string.
So can I ask you a question? Please don't mind me asking you this question.
Yeah.
There is somebody dear in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you willing to give up your enlightenment journey for the dear person?
No.
Are you very clear about it?
Yes.
Because
I am sitting here against everyone's wishes today.
Huh?
I am sitting here for the call against everyone's, against the entire family's wishes today.
I feel so sorry. I feel so sorry to hear that. But what
No,
I feel,
but I am not at all sorry. I am happy with it because I gave myself at least that much time for myself. I could say that. No, I will use this 40 minutes for myself.
I was happy to see Rekha and Yogini back. I thought they are taking today also and tomorrow was the chutti. I didn't see them coming the last 2-3 couple of days in the call. So I thought Deepavali ki chutti ho gayi. But they are saying no on the call. Okay. so my point to all of you is, the one who is on the enlightenment journey, every day is Deepavali.
Yes.
Every day is a celebration. Tell me what is special in Deepavali. You know, you burn crackers, you burn lights, you burn diya. Why can't you burn diya every day? I know somebody who every day they light a new light in their house. One day they light crystal reindeers. One day they light candles. One day they light crystals. One day they light. Every day they light a different light in their house. I know somebody. Their whole goal is to be bright and full of light. They don't let anybody. Huh?
I have told them that I have lit the light within, so I don't have to sit there with the lights. I'm going to come here for the call.
See, but what happens now? I don't want you all to believe that this journey is a forceful journey. No, you're not forced on this journey. This journey of enlightenment is a beautiful journey. It's a journey of purpose and peace and bliss and love and joy. And we have to really value this journey as what it is worth. You know, what happens, the mind will make us miserable. The mind will take us to a wrong path, and the mind forces us to believe thoughts which try to make us miserable. But we have to beat the mind. If we don't beat the mind, then we are going to be in trouble. Yogini and Bliko. Thank you, Samatma, for a good start. Thank you. Yogini and Bliko.
Shivam, sir.
Shiva.
Sorry, I did not attend because we were not celebrating Diwali.
I am just joking. I am not trying. I'm teasing you. Tell me what is it?
We wanted as much as it's like dinner at night when we come for the Zoom call. We need the dinner at night for us.
I'm just teasing you. You came to explain yourself, or you have a question?
No, I want to tell that why we are stuck on this journey is that I am still, I don't know, not taking it serious or what, because I have all the ways to go walk on this path. Nothing is there to stop me, but yet I am not here.
So obviously something is getting you stuck. Obviously something is getting you stuck. You have to find out what. See, sometimes I call it the 4 Fs. Fences, farces, faces, forces. What is holding you back? Today somebody was telling me, just giving you this example, that somebody's sarcastic comment could affect me so badly. Now, somebody's sarcastic comment may not be on a spiritual level. You are on the spiritual level. If somebody is making a sarcastic comment, you should not let it affect you. See, there are people, suppose my own mother, let me give you an example, my own mother or my own father. Suppose they say, what for you, for you, your mother, father, they exist or they don't exist. Deepavali is there or not. How does it matter to you? I'm just giving an example of such a comment. So should that comment affect me? Will that comment stop me from my enlightenment journey? Let me tell you, how can the comment of an ignorant person, how can the comment of an unenlightened person affect an enlightened person? Then we are not different from them. And the problem is this, my dear friends, unless you enjoy this journey, unless you get a taste of this nasha, you will never be able, you will always be stuck. You will never be able to get unstuck. We have to, let me tell you, there can be no better journey than this journey. This is a Diwali statement I'm making to you, a truthful statement. There can be no better journey than this journey. Bliko.
Thank you.
Shivam, everyone.
Shivam, Bliko.
So if I think about this question, It is a journey, right? So journey, any journey is a choice. First of all, it is a choice. If it is
Correct.
not your choice, you will not start any journey, number one.
Correct.
So if it is my choice to get enlightenment as my journey to achieve that, that is my choice. And how I
But
give
Bliko,
it importance.
But Bliko, hold
That
it. You are telling it's your choice.
Right.
But you know, people on this call, sometimes they say it's 50-50. Sometimes in this call, people say it's a 50-50 choice. Sometimes people say it's an 80-20 choice, which means 80% of the time they want it, 20% of the time they don't want it. What is according to you, what is it for you? What is it? What choice is it for you?
It should be 100%.
No, is it 100% for you or is it 90-10
It
or
is 100% for me. 100% for me. 100% from all other things are secondary.
Correct.
Whether
This
it
is
is
beautiful.
done or not.
Now, so Bliko, if you are saying if this journey is 100% for you, can anything get you stuck in the journey?
No, impossible. Impossible. Nobody can stop you. Like, you know, when the elephant is passing through a street and dogs are barking, elephant never look at it.
Beautiful. What a nice analogy.
Why you have to look at it?
Bliko says when the elephant is marching and the dogs are barking, the elephant does not bother about the dogs. Agar kutte aate, the elephant will trample the dogs and the elephant will walk. What an analogy. Beautiful analogy.
And second thing, if dog doesn't bark, you should get surprised. Oh, what happened to dogs? They should do their duty because their duty is to bark.
Dogs are meant to bark.
Meant to bark.
So for those of you who want to know the real meaning of Bliko is saying, all those who are not on the enlightenment journey will bark. Don't mind me saying it. Don't mind me saying it. All of you are smiling. Those who are not on the enlightenment journey, they will bark. Of course they will bark. Especially on a day like Diwali. Kal to bahut bhaunkenge. Because they will say, kya ye bow, Diwali, bow, why you are not doing bow, come for party, bow, let's burn crackers, bow. This will go on. But are we going to be strong? Are we going to be clear on our path? Thank you, Bliko. Today you are today like Girish. You seem to be in consciousness, complete consciousness today. So who would like to go next? I don't think Girish. Girish is burning crackers or what? Okay. Who's coming? Who's coming next on the call?
Guruji pranam. Guruji pranam.
आप मिठाई नहीं बना रहे हैं क्या? दीपावली की मिठाई नहीं बना रहे हैं क्या?
बनाई है गुरुजी आज जो मेरा फोन है ना उसमें जूम कॉल नहीं लगा है ना और दूसरा फोन उठाने में और करने में 3-4 मिनट्स लग गए है ना बट आई कांट टेल यू के मतलब व्हाट वाज माय पोजीशन आई कांट एक्सप्लेन यू के हाय कॉल नहीं हो कनेक्ट हो रहा है मतलब 4 मिनट्स भी आई कुड नॉट बियर के कनेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है तो ये जो है ना ये एक नशा ही है रियली के कॉल अटेंड करनी है उसके बिना नहीं चल सकता
नहीं because what happens Rumata ji आप जो बोल रहे हैं ना when somebody is passionate for the subject you can't keep away from it the problem is some things that get us stuck I told you it may be a fence matlab something blocking you it may be a farce matlab ek myth it may be a force matlab kisi ka pressure or it may be a face somebody's face somebody is dear to you you're the face of somebody looking at that face you give up enlightenment how can you give up whether it is fences farces faces forces you cannot give up because enlightenment is the most important thing in this world so Rumata ji I'm happy jo aap bol rahe hain कि 4 minutes of the call also I don't want to miss because 4 minutes of the call is a lot of value.
और गुरुजी मैं मतलब मोस्टली जो आपकी है आस्क केयर की कॉल्स दोबारा सुनती हूँ फेसबुक पे
दोबारा सुनते
दोबारा सुनती हूँ और मतलब एनालाइज करने की कोशिश करती हूँ कि भाई ये ऐसे बोला है तो ये मतलब है. So I like it कि भाई दोबारा सुनो, मतलब क्यूरोसिटी रहती है कि शायद कोई ना बात सुनी हो, कोई रह गई हो, तो I put it again and listen.
I think it's a very good habit, because when we are, let me tell you one thing. Do you know, after being enlightened with so many truths, I'm still reading, I'm still watching people, I'm still listening to news speakers, I'm still reading stories, I'm still absorbing Gyan on a daily basis. Why am I doing it? We have to be in Jnana Yoga. We have to be in Dhyana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Prema Yoga. We have to be in yoga. Somebody told me, I asked somebody, what is making you stuck on the enlightenment journey? And the answer they gave me, they're in a situation where there's a big bubble in their life. There's a big bubble. You understand a bubble? Bubble samajhte? There's a big bubble in their life, and they are stuck in the journey because they don't want the bubble to burst. Now they know the bubble is going to burst. They say, I am absolutely sure the bubble is going to burst, because every bubble will burst. And they are saying they are waiting for that bubble to burst so that they can then continue on the journey of enlightenment. I said, no. If you know the bubble is going to burst, then why are you waiting for the bubble to burst? Agar hame pata hai bubble burst hoga, then let's move on. So my dear friends, it is not an easy thing, but I still want to ask you all the question, why are seekers, I'm not asking you, you tell me, why are seekers of enlightenment stuck on the journey? What is holding them back? Either they don't know the journey is beautiful, or they don't know how to go on the journey, or they don't have a spiritual guidance, or they are attracted towards something else, or fences, fastest, faces, forces. What is the problem? Please guide me. Who will tell me? Who is going to give me the answer? Chaliye. Bliko and Chidanand. Bliko and Chidanand.
So the first and important point is purification.
Start, please. Yes,
Yeah.
Bliko.
The purification part is lacking in the mukshutva. That magic is not working because purification is lacking. When you don't have purification of mind or thoughts, you have no control over that, and you are not in consciousness, and your journey is going on. It is like a journey on the four wheels, which is already elevated on the hoist, and you are accelerating, which is not.
So what is making them stuck?
Stuck because their effort to detach from the sansar and purify their thoughts. And
so you're saying basically samsara. You're saying samsara is getting them stuck.
Getting them stuck, yeah. So
correct what you're saying?
We have to answer, yes. And one more thing I have to add is that you have to analyze the sansar. Sansar is what? If you say it's a lake, this lake, normally what we call lake is lake with the water. But this sansar is a lake with the mirage water. There is no water. So you don't have to worry about too much.
So I'm still telling you, how can, if people are stuck in samsara, first of all, should we let samsara hold us back?
No.
And if why no? Why should we not let samsara hold us back?
Because we have to understand the sansar is a mirage. Mirage water.
Because samsara is mithya. Samsara is mithya. It's a mirage. You said it's a mirage, correct?
No.
So unless we realize how, yesterday we spoke on a subject, what's the difference between knowledge and realization? Don't we know? Don't we know there is no other way than enlightenment? Don't we know there is no other way than liberation and unification? Do we know or we don't know? We know, but still we are stuck. Why are we stuck? It is like a bird in a cage. The bird in the cage knows that if the bird is going to be in the cage, it will die. The bird has to fly. The cage, the window of the cage is open. The window of the cage is open, but the bird is not flying out. Why is the bird not flying out? Can anybody tell me why?
He don't
Guruji,
realize
the-
that the window is
AiR.
open. He don't realize that the window is open and he can fly.
No, the window is open.
But he cannot.
The bird,
He don't think that he can fly.
correct. The bird has never flown. The bird has been in the cage from so long. When the door of the cage is open, the bird can fly. The bird has wings, but the bird doesn't have the courage. The bird doesn't have the courage to open the wings and to fly. Many of us don't have the courage. Enlightenment needs courage. Chidanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam, sir.
What I personally feel is because we are all seekers, and
Yes.
seekers means basically, it's like a compulsive thinking disorder. Because we always try to seek something which is, rather than seeking, if you start seeing, then there'll be no question of, getting stuck in samsara. Because
You are saying
whatever
we are
you try,
seeking. We are
Yeah.
seeking the world. We are seeking worldly things.
because of compulsive thinking disorder, because we have been trained to think in a particular way. So we are now, seeing we want to do something to seek God. But seeking is a part of desire. Instead of that, what you always say, you should be able to see SIP in everything. Because that is the reality. The moment you change the way you look at things, then that cannot be, you don't get stuck in the journey, because whatever that happens, whatever you do, whatever you talk, whatever you listen, you assign it to SIP. And moment you start seeing everything, you become a sort of a witness to everything. And that you cannot get stuck, because you have learned the art of discernment, and detachment and vairagya, viveka automatically makes you unstuck in whatever situations in your life.
Chidanand, let me first of all give you a good quote in what you said. I don't know if you heard this quote. I heard it many years ago. The moment you change the way you look at things. You know the quote?
Yes.
You know the
Yes,
quote?
yes.
What is the quote?
Yes. Wayne Diner's this thing.
So what does
The
it say?
moment the things you change, the things change.
The moment you change the way you look at things,
Things,
the
yeah,
things that you look at change.
change. Exactly.
The moment you change the way you look, the moment you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at change.
Yes.
So if you change, beautiful quote it was, right? But Chidanand, let me tell you one thing. You're telling all the things that will make people go forward. Tell me one thing which is making seekers stuck. Give me one strong point. What is making seekers stuck on this journey? My goal, Chidanand, is to help everybody. My goal is to help seekers march forward on the journey of enlightenment. How can I help people march?
So moment they learn the art of seeing SIP in whatever that the five senses are perceiving, I think that is the turning point. It's basically a discernment. It is a viveka.
So what is making them stuck? You know what happened to? Let me tell you
The
one funny thing
compulsive,
today.
I will personally feel it is compulsive thinking disorder. We have been right from the birth made to think in such a way that we have to seek something.
So
Rather than we
basically,
can seek the,
what you're saying is the mind. So let me tell
yes.
you something very. Today the pilot announced in the plane. Today the plane. I was flying from Srinagar, Amritsar, Bangalore. The pilot announced, "I have to make a very important announcement." The pilot announced, "I have to make a very important announcement." And I thought, अगर अच्छा कोई pilot होगा, बोलेगा नेति नेति तत्वमसि या कुछ बोलेगा, या तो plane crash होने वाला है, या what is the problem? He said, "I have to make a very important announcement." So immediately I was reading a book, Flip from Mind to Consciousness. I was reading the book. I stopped reading the book and I looked up at the speaker. He says, the important announcement is India just now beat Pakistan in the last ball. India beat Pakistan by four runs. And pure plane code. India beat Pakistan in the last ball. 1 run to go. He told 1 run to go, 1 ball, and India won the match. ये कौन सा मैच है? पूरे दुनिया, पूरा इंडिया, पूरा पाकिस्तान, पूरा कंट्री स्टॉप हो जाता है क्रिकेट के लिए. पूरा country, पूरा देश चुपचाप अगर रामायण का टीवी का सीरियल आता था या महाभारत का टीवी का सीरियल आता था, सब लोग अगरबत्ती लेके टीवी के सामने बैठ जाते, श्री रामचंद्र की। बट कौन है रामचंद्र? कहाँ है श्री रामचंद्र? So this is the problem. Okay, thank you, Chidanand. Chidanand says that the fault is the mind. I always tell you all, the mind is a shaitan. You know, the mind, the mind is the biggest problem. What is holding people
Guruji,
back
there
is the mind.
Guruji, I got one more point, just an
Yes.
analogy. Like a river, it is a dhara. The mind is like a dhara. The moment you know how to make it radha, you reverse it inwards. Then all seeking turns into seeing.
Can I tell you one thing, Chidanand? I completely disagree with this point. And you please correct me if I'm wrong, Chidanand. I have been listening to about 4 speakers in the last 1 week in Kashmir, 4 different speakers. And they all say, you know, I think if I heard you right, Chidanand, you said the mind, we should control it and we should make it under our control. Is what you said, Chidanand?
No, the mind is having a compulsive way of thinking. It will think, it will go outwards towards the
And what did you
senses,
say?
the object.
What did you say?
The moment to change the trend and make it look inward.
So Chidanand, correct me if I'm wrong. Chidanand, please correct me if I'm wrong. We are unable to control the mind. I am telling you this today, and this is something I request with folded hands. I request all of you, do not try to change your mind. Kill it. Do not try to change your mind. You kill it. You destroy it. You reach a state of consciousness. Today I was reading the book, Mind versus Consciousness. Flip over from mind to consciousness. Let me tell you one thing. The mind cannot, Chidanand, the mind is like a dog's tail. You make the dog's tail straight, after 2 days, Chidanand, it will be back to its old state. We have to, Chidanand, I request you to correct me if I'm wrong. We need to completely still the mind. Why do the yogis of the world, why do the sannyasis, the brahmacharis of the world, why do they sit in dhyana? Because they are controlling the mind completely. They are sitting under a tree. They are sitting, people don't understand why. Because they want to have complete control of the mind. And the way to control the mind, one speaker, he was telling that one very famous man, one yogi, but we will talk about that yogi after 1 or 2 days. They shave their head, first of all. They shave their head and it looks like a mirror finish. And they wear an orange robe, orange dhoti. And he says, for enlightenment, you must make your mind your best friend. You must talk to your mind. And you must tell your mind not to do like this, not to do like this. Come on, I challenge, how many of you can talk to your mind? How many of you can make your mind your best friend? Come on, tell me. I'm willing to take a challenge. Your mind will be your...
Antakarana has 3 aspects. Mind, intelligence also is there. So you should know how to learn how to still it.
Buddhi is different. We are saying you use your buddhi. But the mind cannot be... See, the only way to make the mind quiet is to cut the tail. If the mind has got no voice, no desires, then there's no mind. The monkey becomes a monk.
The intelligence is to, look at the tortoise, normally the trend is it moves outwards towards the senses. You know how to control it, still it, automatically. That is coming only by practice. Unless you practice this meditation, whichever meditation you want to do, but you don't know how to still the mind, this journey will get stuck because of 20,000 reasons coming in your way.
So the challenge is to be in a state of ever meditation. And the state of ever meditation is a state of consciousness. It's a state of a yogi. The state of a yogi, the state of Satchidanand, the state of Chaturya, is to be in a state of... Yes.
Samadhi. That is called Samahita Buddhi, the different meaning of Samadhi.
Yes,
that's how
you are right.
your buddhi.
You are right, Chidanand. I only told you speak these high terms. these high terms only confuse our audience. That's why I don't stick to the terms. I simply
No,
like to make it simple.
I come on this Zoom call to learn this, how to make it simple, because that is exactly the problem.
Okay, Shunya, you have a point. You have a question.
No question. Because you were asking if there is someone who has made friends with their mind and all that. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that my mind is my friend. It doesn't bother me enough, so I kill him.
Your mind is your friend.
My mind is absolutely my friend. I don't
Very
sit in the sun all day. It doesn't bother me.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Then you are enlightened.
Thank you very much.
If your mind is your friend and your mind is not going anywhere, then you should be given the Oscar Award of spirituality.
No, sir. I don't believe in labels of spirituality. It's just my mind doesn't bother me.
I'm just saying, because according to me, there is no mind in this world that is anybody's friend. There is no mind in this world. The moment there is a mind, there's the ego. The moment there's a mind and ego, there is me. The moment there is me, there is karma, good or bad. The moment there is karma, we are caught in the samsara. We are come back. The only way is to be in the state of Sat Chit Anand. The way to be in consciousness. Thank you, Shunya. Who else would like to give comment? Rekha Chaudhary and anybody else?
गुरुजी एक बात है कि हमारी ये ह्यूमन नेचर है कि कोई भी बात होती है हम ब्लेम दूसरे पर डालते हैं, अपने को नहीं मतलब ठीक करते। कोई भी हम सोचते हैं ये जो है बात हमारे लिए एनलाइटन के रास्ते में रुकावट है, हम अपनी गलती नहीं मानते, वी पुट द ब्लेम ऑन जगत और ऑन रिलेशंस और मोह माया। पर हम अगर अपने आप को कंट्रोल करें तो मेरे ख्याल वो हिंड्रेंस नहीं रहती।
Rumata ji, the one who is blaming others is the mind. The one who is enlightened does not blame, because the one who is enlightened goes beyond blame. The one who is enlightened is free from this blame game. The one who is enlightened is living a life of na raga dvesha. Nothing is good or bad. Everything is perfect. The person is living with the divine presence everywhere. You know, the most beautiful thing for you to do is Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
Yes, I like it.
अगर सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम है रूमाता जी, तो ब्लेम किसको देंगे? अगर हर शख्स में भगवान है, if every individual is God, then who are we going to blame?
वही बात है, ब्लेम तो हमारे पर है।
नहीं रूमाता जी, we don't even blame ourselves. You don't need to blame yourself, because you are Aham Brahmasmi. You are the divine manifestation. Why should you blame yourself, Rumata ji?
गुरु जी, अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो फिर तो एनलाइटनमेंट हो गई ना, वो होता नहीं तभी तो मतलब रियलाइजेशन नहीं है ना, तभी तो हम ब्रह्मस्मि कहने को कह भी दें पर हैं तो नहीं ना।
Rumata ji, what we need to do is, when the blame is coming, we need to take 2 steps back. What the problem is, we are getting caught. We are getting caught in thought. We are getting caught in thought, Rumata ji. Unless we are free from the mind, peace and joy and bliss we cannot find. Rumata ji, it is all the game of the mind. और जो बोलता है माइंड इज माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड, मतलब वो कभी आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते, बिकॉज माइंड अगर बेस्ट फ्रेंड हो गया, हमारा सत्यानाश हो गया। अगर माइंड बेस्ट, बिकॉज इट्स जस्ट लाइक सेइंग आई एम द बेस्ट फ्रेंड ऑफ अ टेररिस्ट. इट इज जस्ट लाइक सेइंग आई एम द बेस्ट फ्रेंड ऑफ अ टेररिस्ट. ओके, यू बी बेस्ट फ्रेंड ऑफ अ टेररिस्ट. उसका मतलब है आज नहीं तो कल either the terrorist will kill you or the police will kill you, because you are best friend of terrorist. So it is very important. Okay, so I saw Harish putting his hand up. Harish, you have any question, Harish? I think Harish is a new person. Harish? Girish, I see you today. Any question, Girish? And Harish, I saw Harish's hand going up. Any Harish wanting to ask you a question?
Facebook, there's a question here.
Yes, please ask me on the Facebook question.
From Vikas Singh. How to beat the mind?
How to beat the mind? Correct? How to B-E-A-T, beat.
Beat the mind, yeah, correct.
Beat. Vikas Singh. The way to beat the mind is to understand that there is no mind. The way to beat the mind is to understand that the mind is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. And the way to beat thought is to be able to watch the thought. You watch it, you catch it, you latch it. The moment the thought starts jumping like a monkey, it becomes a mind. You cut the tail of the monkey. You cut the tail, that is E-Y, monkey, ever yelling, ever yearning. You cut the tail and make your monkey a monk. It is very important for the monkey mind to become a monk, which means it is still. The monk has got no thought. That means, in other words, you have already beat the mind. So how do you beat the mind? You make the monkey into a monk. You cut the tail to stop the noise, let you hear the divine voice, stop the yearning. Because seeing the problem in this world is we human beings, we want this and we want that. And we want this also and that also and this also and that also and this also and that also and this also and that also. How will we get it? How will we get? Because how will we be able to ever beat the mind if we become puppets of the mind? We should not be a puppet of the mind. And today's call, I've told you all, the biggest problem in the journey of enlightenment is letting the mind direct us. Don't let the mind. There are only two things. Either you are the boss. Either you are the boss or the mind is riding your horse. Please look at yourself in the mirror. Please look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I the boss or is my mind riding my horse? If your mind is riding your horse, you're in trouble. That man, they asked that man, "Bhai sahab, kahan ja rahe hain? Where you are going?" The man was on a ghoda. He said, "Ghode se pucho." He said, "Ask the horse. I am not the boss. Wherever the horse takes me, I will go." No, we cannot be like that, my dear friends. We have to be the boss. Chidanand.
Yeah, it's like this, we read a lot of self-help books and then we say, okay, tomorrow morning I'll get up and meditate. But at the end of the day, finally, the work has to be done by the mind. It is the intelligence which, the intellect likes all these things to do. But what happens is but you are not trained the mind. The only way, like an elephant, you have to train the elephant. You have to train these monkeys, I personally feel that unless a seeker goes into the specific act of stilling the mind, consciously doing it 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour a day, if you don't do this, then this mind will always move forward, and it will never make you realize that you have to use your intelligence to control it. And then the journey, the basic question is why we get stuck in the journey.
Chidanand,
You
very
did
good.
not get stuck.
Very good. Let me add a small point to what you're saying. What Chidanand says, we need to train the mind and train the Jivatma to do it. But let me tell you a very important point. Along with training the mind on a daily basis, improving on the realization front is very important.
Yes.
We need Sat. We need Sat. And every time there's a new realization, your life is in an auto-training mode. The moment you realize, you don't have to analyze, you don't have to memorize. Chidanand, the moment you are a realized person, you don't need to train the mind, Chidanand, because the mind is already transcended. So therefore, you need to train the mind till such time that you reach that state of Jivan Mukta. You reach that state of a realized, enlightened being. And in this call every day, we try to talk on simple things. Birth, death. I mean, people like those of you who are coming to this call regularly, I think you can see through and through. I am not this body. I was born 9 months ago as a zygote, as a spark. SOUL, spark of unique life. One day this body will die. People will say, I passed away. The soul leaves. The body will be burnt. We all know it in and out. But the problem is, how do you take knowledge to realization? You all know it. Are you doing it? Many of you super intelligent people, many of you are I am Buddha compared to you. I am Buddha compared to you. You are super intelligent. But you know it, but you don't do it. You know it, but you don't do it. And you don't do it because of your mind. Because the mind gets you stuck like Fevicol. So today we are giving a new analogy. The mind is like Fevicol. It makes you chipak. The moment you are chipak, you cling on to the mind's thoughts. And you become like a olden days record player. Aja, aja. It doesn't go beyond Aja, 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 meri barbad mohabbat. No, my father used to play the record player. He used to say Aja, 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 aja. It doesn't go beyond that. The mind gets our needle stuck on the record player, and we are not able to use the buddhi, the intelligence. So, my dear friend, today is a very special day because in India, we're all celebrating Diwali. I think tomorrow is Diwali and tonight everybody's burning crackers. And I tell people, what is the use of lighting lights outside if your inside is dark? What is the use of you lighting lights outside if your inside is dark? So tomorrow I will try to choose a topic which will be how to light the light inside. I am inspired by talking to you all today. I hope I remember. Tomorrow, the topic will be everybody is lighting the light outside. We are lighting the light inside. Let me see how many of you are there going to be here on the light. Will be lighting the light with me inside, or you will be lighting the light outside on the street. Let me see tomorrow. Bliko, you have to say something before we close.
Yeah. Diwali.
Bliko, you want to say something before we close?
Yeah. We have to do Diwali with by Apo Dipo Bhava, like Buddha says.
Apo Dipo. Okay. So tomorrow you talk about this, Bliko. We will talk tomorrow on how Deepavali is very important. Before I close, people tell me it's a festival of light. I say, no, it's not a festival of light. It's a festival of enlightenment. It's a festival of enlightenment. With those humble words and my folded hands, I bow down to all of you.